Howdy y'all, we are starting this video kinda weird, I apologize. So, I realized looking at my last video that I probably shouldn't be wearing my uniform and posting stuff like that. That's not a good idea. It's not good for the image. I'm just stepping on everything, aren't I? Alright, so we're gonna prop this up next to the bowl that I've yet to take downstairs, and then I'm gonna fix some lighting, and then we're gonna come back, because it's New Year's Eve, baby, and New Year's is gonna be, like, in 30 minutes. I've been waiting for this one, y'all. I really have. I was gonna put it off, and I was like, hell yeah, we're gonna read it now, baby. I'm trying to find it, because it's been deleted, because of how terrible it is, and I have a feeling if you know, like, if you were ever into Gravity Falls, then you probably know what I'm talking about. See, I'm finding re-uploads, but they're all like PG-13, and I remember this. Yankees. I'm sorry. Is this it? No! It's been deleted. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying so hard. I need to read this. I found it. No, it's been deleted here too. Oh my god. It's deleted everywhere because it's so bad. I found it. Okay, so you can literally cut out the part where it's like me trying to find it, please. Also, whenever I say cut it out and you leave it in, I always feel really stupid. But Dipper goes to Taco Bell repost because it's been deleted everywhere else for how horrible it is. It was a normal day in Gravity Falls, Oregon. Well, as normal as Gravity Falls gets, anyways. Dipper Pines was reading his book, and Mabel, his twin sister, was wondering what he was doing. Dipper, are you gonna keep your nose buried in that strange book of yours all summer? You gotta get out and have an adventure, Mabel exclaimed. Alright, watch this make me even more sick. This is for you, Adrian. You're welcome. Okay. Not now, Dipper said quietly. I'm trying to decode this. He was looking at a cryptogram that said X S L F A, almost forgot letters, Q B E Q X Z L Y B I I. Dipper was officially stumped. He could not figure out what it meant. It seemed very mysterious to him. Grunkle Stan is gonna take us to the diner for lunch, Dipper, Mabel exclaims. I don't like how it went from past tense to, like, present tense. I don't like that. Dipper, however, back to, like, was not in the mood for the diner. He was publicly humiliated the last time he went, and he thought the food wasn't very good anyway. Back to, like, past tense. This is horrible. I don't even want to keep reading just for the grammatical errors. Mabel, I don't want to go to the diner, Dipper said solemnly. I want to go somewhere else. I'm getting too comfortable on here. But there is really nothing else in town. Unless you count the Taco Bell near the forest, Mabel replied. Taco Bell? Dipper's ears perked up. I didn't know he was a fucking cat. He'd never eaten at Taco... Where the fuck are they from again? What? He'd never eaten at Taco Bell before. Plus, this kid's like 12. How is he not? And ever since last week, he had a craving for Mexican food for some reason. The fuck does that have to do with anything? What? Taco Bell is like white people Hispanic food. Speaking of white people Hispanic food, I had white people taco night the other night. I love calling it that, but my family hates it. They're like, shut up about it. And I'm like, white people taco night. We're getting taco shells from the grocery store. Alright. Why don't we go to Taco Bell today? Dipper asked. Taco Bell? Grunkle Stan questioned. When did he come in here? Why did you want to go there? smells like the bathroom when it gets clogged. I had my heart set on pancakes, Mabel moaned. Listen, you can go to Taco Bell if you want to, but don't come around to me when you smell like expired onions. Fine. I will, Dipper said harshly. Also, I got skeleton earrings, y'all. How cool is that? Anyways. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Uncle Stan said. You couldn't tell I'm trying to do voices, but... but as he was exiting the mystery shack, the door hit him on the way out. Ah ha 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 ha, said Uncle Stan. He was laughing. I think we got that. I really do. But thank you for the clarification, in case I was wrong. So anyways, Mabel and Uncle Stan went to the diner, while Dipper tried to find the Taco Bell. He brought with him his book and a couple of bucks. But finding the Taco Bell was harder than he had previously thought. He had been looking around town for what seemed like days. The Mr. book typo, wasn't helping him either, until he saw a flicker of a sign in the forest. He went into the forest. That's how white people die in horror movies. That's literally how white people die. It's always I'm not trying to, be, racist or anything, but, it's always the white people that are like, let's go investigate this. This cannot be any issue. Just some strange light in the forest. And then they die. And then they act like they're surprised when they die. Why would there be a Taco Bell in the forest? Dipper asked himself. He's asking the real questions. He really is. After hiking for about an hour, Dipper finally got to the Taco Bell. So how do you see a flickering light in the forest, and you're telling me that you had to hike an hour to get to it? How big was this light? This doesn't make sense. I haven't read this since, 7th, 8th grade, so it's been a minute. So I don't remember anything. I just remember how bad it was. But it sure didn't look like any Taco Bell he'd ever seen. It was surrounded by a barrage of giant oak trees and an open field, completely different from the rugged terrain of the Oregon forest. The open field was covered with at least 3 layers of pine needles, which got the attention of Dipper. He stuck his hand into the pine needles. What the fuck? Ow! Dipper shouted. Yeah, Dipper, what the fuck? A pine needle poked him. It hurts. I don't like this whole past-present bullshit. The restaurant, Taco Bell, looked like Silo, sort of. What the fuck is that? Oh, like a Silo. Like a cylinder. Okay. Well, it was very... The outside had rusty picnic tables, and it looked like no one used them at all. Dipper walked up to the restaurant's door. Should I go in there? Dipper asked himself. I'm starting to have second thoughts. Why is there a small, dislocated, don't know that word, Taco Bell in this forest, miles from the nearest road? But I guess it's my only option. Mabel and Uncle Stan are probably done with lunch right now. And they were. Mabel wondered why Dipper hadn't come back yet, but Uncle Stan didn't give a damn. Period. Period, poo. So Dipper entered the restaurant. But he was relieved to see that the interior was normal, except for its high ceiling. There were no customers inside, but Dipper thought that was normal, considering how the franchise was so isolated. He went up to the counter. There was only one cashier working the registers. A very old, slightly deaf, bored out of his skull cashier. Dipper decided what he wanted to order and then approached the register. Excuse me, I'll have... We only got tacos! The cashier interrupted. Okay, I guess I'll have a taco then, Dipper said. Oh, sorry, that says diaper. What did you say? The cashier yelled. I said I want a taco, Dipper yelled back. Okay then, the cashier said, then went back in the back for a few minutes, and when he came out, he was carrying Dipper's taco. That'll $1, the cashier. I'm reading this as it's written, so I'm so sorry. Dipper gave him the money and went to sit down at the least grimiest table. He bit into the hot, spicy, juicy taco, filled with thick, pure meat, mild, tantalizing black beans, and soft, sour, fluffy sour cream. He enjoyed the single bite of that perfectly cooked taco, and still tasted it in his mouth after he swallowed it. That was my boss. But as he was about to bite into it a second time, he felt a churning movement inside of his body, something that he had felt often. Uh-oh, Dipper said, and he rushed to find the lavatory. Is this a British bitch making this? No offense to the British, but lavatory? Man, that really went through me, Dipper said to himself. For some reason, the bathrooms... Who keeps texting me? Okay. I gotta remind myself to, mute my phone. when I film. But the bathrooms were hidden in a corner, far from the counter, and far from the table he was sitting at. Why do people keep texting me? Stop, I'm trying to film. I already mentioned I was gonna film, and people are like, Taylor, it's news. I don't care. At all. When he walked in, he found the bathrooms were surprisingly clean, for a fast food restaurant anyway. Dipper found this suspicious. As he should. All the stalls were full, and no one was using the urinals. But, right on cue, someone walked out of one of the stalls. Dipper didn't pay much attention to who was walking out, but he was wearing all black and had a plastic bag with him. Dipper just had to go. Unfortunately, he didn't make it in time. He checked his pants and found the worst of all. Diarrhea, Dipper said. Yeah. Forgot about this. Like I said earlier, totally forgot about what is in this. I sincerely apologize. Andrew, if you ever watch this shit, I'm so sorry. He was about to leave the stall when he noticed a bulge in his pants. He touched the bulge, and once he touched it, he knew exactly what it was. It was an erection. What the fuck? I hate this shit. He found himself completely aroused after touching it, and started to do it some more. Good God, I feel wrong for reading this. Dipper is 12. Eventually, he was ready to hardcore masturbate. Who the fuck wrote this at about a 12-year-old? He didn't know what was arousing him, but he knew he was aroused. The bathroom? Maybe. He took off his blue shorts and his soiled underwear. Totally forgot that he shit his pants, revealing his medium-sized, but not small penis. You're gonna tell me that Dipper had an average-sized cock? No. I feel uncomfortable talking about this, but I feel like if Dipper as an adult, assuming Dipper is an adult, he's gonna have a small dick. I'm sorry. Just his energy. The tip was bright and red, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like the comparison. Like the simile. Nice. Dipper started to yank his Johnson harder and faster. If you ever feel the need to cut any of this out, Adrian, please do. I'm so sorry. The 5-incher was getting pumped. So yeah, he does have an average cock. In America, the average cock is 5.5 inches. The more you know. Dipper's soiled hands. Okay. Dipper's soiled hands started to feel bits of precum on his dry fingers. Wait. So his soiled means wet, correct? Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I'm pretty dumb, but like soiled means like wet. So why does he have dry fingers? If you would say his palms were wet, but his fingers were dry, then I'd understand that. But the hand is everything. So, whack as fuck. Eventually, the medium-sized dick couldn't take it anymore and burst in it. I'm gonna mute my phone. Oh my god. It couldn't take it anymore and burst in an explosion of the cum. The cum got all over the walls and toilet, and Dipper felt proud. He'd creamed himself for the first time. But he was upset that it was not over Wendy. No, Dipper thought. All this is not enough for me. I need to release all of this. What the fuck? With the erection still active, Dipper began yanking his penis again. It was much quicker, and Dipper cummed quicker. It became, but okay. It was a bigger release than last time, and began to rain Dipper's seed. If you ever call your cum or semen your seed, I hate you, and I hope you have a small dick. That was aggressive. I apologize. Dipper felt more proud than last time, his heart about to burst from all the droplets of cum falling down from the ceiling. How much time do I have? 18 minutes. Good God, I still got a lot to read. He felt as happy as the day he felt on the first snowfall of the year. So he likes snow. Okay. He stuck his tongue out to taste the cum. Shiny from the faulty fluorescent lighting in the bathroom. He tasted it. He thought it was one of the best testing things in the world. Better than the largest chocolate bar, better than the rarest pig, and better than a taco he was having earlier. But now he couldn't stop. He couldn't leave now and miss out on this great masturbation adventure. He wanted to taste the cum. He scraped a handful of it off the stall and put it into his dirty, wet mouth. Why would you fucking do that? I really don't care about your kinks, but if you're gonna lick your own cum off of a bathroom stall in a public place, I hate you. You deserve to be kink-shamed. He grabbed another, and another, and another. He was getting more aroused by consuming the cum, and he released another load. So that's where it's all coming from, Dipper said to himself, come all over his face and teeth. Dipper came up with a solution to get a more hardcore adult masturbation experience. They spelled experience wrong. I also can't talk. He was going to put it in action. Was that a gunshot? Alright. He tilted his head down, sat down on the cum-covered ground, grabbed his Harden Johnson, and stuck it in his mouth. That reminds me of that one scene in, what is it, Scream? Oh my god, no, what, I think it was Scream. The guy in the wheelchair, and they were just like, go fuck yourself, and he was like, alright, and I really hope that's a fever dream. I really hope that didn't happen. Once it was firmly in, Dipper began to suck on the very hard rod. I don't like how they keep changing the way that they call his dick. I don't like the fact that they call it a Johnson. He sucked it like the lollipop he got at the county fair a while back. It tastes a lot like it too. No, the fuck it don't. You tell me you're getting dick-flavored lollipops from the county fair? Sign me up, I'm trying to go there. Once again, Andrew, if you're watching this, please click off this video. I need to take a break. I can't handle this. I can't. We got 5 minutes till midnight, folks. 2021 is about to be in play. My burps aren't as aggressive this time. Weak. Anyways, back to this bullshit that I decided to read, that I was excited to read, and now I immensely regret it. The legs were so expertly over his shoulder that he could have been a gymnast. I can't imagine that. I physically cannot. The more he sucked on his hard dick, the more his aroused legs shook. Eventually, just when he was going to give out, he came in his mouth. It was the best thing he ever experienced. They spelled experienced wrong, again, but this time a different spelling. And kept on performing fellatio on himself. I don't know what that is, so please don't come at me. I don't feel like looking it up either, because this is just, I'm in a great deal of shock right now. As he was stimulating himself orally, he accidentally fell over on his side. He broke from his penis and cummed on the floor. The floor was covered in so much of Dipper's cum that he started to make a snow angel in the cum, or a cum angel, if you will. He was eating some in the process. I want to know who wrote this. I need the address of the person who wrote this, and I need to ask them why they aren't in jail. But then he looked to the side, and he immediately came so hard that the red tip was touching his short pubic hair. He saw what was causing it. He saw his underwear, covered in brown feces. He held up his underwear. Oh, God. Oh, God, where's my rosary? I gotta pray. Oh, God, I thought it was bad. It's getting worse. He held up his underwear. Please, I might have to re-record this, guys. I might have to pick something else. He held up his underwear, which was covered in the cum-filled floor, and marveled at its erotic beauty. I don't like the detail. The feces were so beautifully ejaculated, so smooth in its sticky brownness, so perfect they felt in Dipper's white hands. Thank you for reassuring us that Dipper is white. He wanted his shit. I'm laughing because I'm disgusted. And it's a coping thing. I don't know. Oh my god. It's not funny. It's so gross. We're not even halfway, folks. He held the brown underwear like a fish on a lure and put his sticky white lips into the sticky brown feces. Fantastic. I regret this immensely. I totally understand if you guys want to cancel this series after this video. Oh my god, it's so detailed. Ah! His tongue was rubbing the crab all over his tidy whities, making his mouth a brownish white mess. Did it I don't want to think about it. I'm not gonna. Nope. He was biting into the shit and sucked it into his mouth. That's how you get diseases, my guy. It was more stimulating than ever. He now knew that he didn't need Wendy or Mabel. Did y'all just... excuse me. You know, this really... I'm just now realizing that I'm gonna start my new year reading this fucking bullshit. What the fuck? Or any of the other girls in Gravity Falls. All he needed was this big pile of shit. You know, I mean... No, I can't say anything about that. That's fucking disgusting. He took a scoop of the feces. He had a lot of diarrhea. How the fuck? How did it all happen that fast, though? That's my question. And began to spread it all over his dick. I fucking hate this. Each time he spread the crap, he was getting more and more aroused. Once his dick was completely brown, he came again. Did you know that after a certain amount of orgasms, you can actually kill yourself because your heart is so strained? Yeah, multiple men have died from this. I hope this ends with Dipper dying. It filled up all the spots in the stall that weren't covered in Dipper's cum. How much is this dude, like, getting off? Because, what the fuck? And once again, Dipper took big scoops of cum and consumed it in large gulps. Is he, like... what the fuck? Now, Dipper had to put the brown, sticky pieces all over his penis again, and boy, did he do a good job. The brown stuff was all over his external genitals and his testicles. I did not realize he had internal genitals? I need to talk to my doctor. I think something's seriously wrong with my brain. Do you guys understand how many times I would do that? Oh my god, and it doesn't even just happen on camera, it happens all the time. He cummed a few times, here and there. Now, his beautiful brown genitals needed to be cleaned. But Dipper didn't have any cleaning supplies, so he had to suck the shit off. He brung his erection up to his mouth and began to suck. This time he made it very clear to lick the feces off with his tongue, and as soon as his tongue touched his dick, he cummed. I don't like how they keep saying he cummed. Oh my god, my foot itches. I hate this. That tickled. What the fuck? Okay. It is midnight, folks, and welcome to 2021. We are reading Dipper Goes to Taco Bell. He was having the most fun he had ever had in the bathroom stall. Forgot who he was, where he lived, where he was, or what he was eating. All that was on his mind was his sweet cum. He just thought of a great idea. Dipper took a scoopful of diarrhea and a scoopful of cum and put it in the toilet. Period. Clean that shit up, motherfucker. He flushed it, but before it went all the way down, he grabbed the wet pile of shit and cum and stuck it in his mouth. I regret reading. Dipper's brain must have been knocked out of the place at that time, because this time, instead of putting the shit and cum in his food hole, don't like that, he began to lather on his penis again. I wonder how much time has gone past. I wonder how much time has been going on. He wanted more of his Johnson, but that would be a fatal mistake. Kill Dipper. Kill Dipper Pines. Once it was covered again, he put it in his mouth and began sucking. But did it too hard. Bite off his dick. As he was sucking and coming, he accidentally bit off his dick. I hate this. As soon as he tasted the blood, he broke out of coitus and saw his lacerated penis. He saw a mix of blood and cud coming out of it, like, lava, and his erectile muscle pointing out. Dipper grabbed it and grimaced in pain. He winced at it, looking horrified. I'd be screaming, oh my god. If I was a guy and I just, like, accidentally bit off my own dick and I just had to, like, look at it on the floor, I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? My dick's off. My dick fell off. My dick fell off. He snapped out of it, trying to figure out a solution to the castration. He put some more diarrhea and cum on it. They spelled diarrhea wrong this time. But that didn't stop the bleeding. What did you expect? What the... Dipper spit out the piece of dick that he bit off and tried to reapply it, but didn't work. Like, what do you mean, piece? Like, I thought he bit off the whole thing. I'm so lost. I don't need pictures. Oh my god. I don't know why I was just like, yeah, I need like a diagram. No, I do not. Please don't think I'm insane. I just can't physically picture this. I can't tell if those are fireworks or gunshots. Welcome to my city, folks. It's one of the top 10 most dangerous cities in Virginia. For its crime. He put more of his reproductive fluids on the castration. But they only made the penis swell up, like a Goodyear blimp. Dipper was licking the blood off to try to stop it, but the blood was coming faster than he could lick. What is he, a fucking dog? My dogs do that. What the fuck? I love how I'm like, what the fuck is he doing that for? As he just like bit off his dick. He was now in ultimate pain and felt nothing like this. He screamed as loud as he could and felt like no one could hear him. He was screaming louder and louder, saying, "Help!" Like H-A-L-P, like Jim Halpert. I bit my dick off! He was going insane. I would too. He started banging against the stall, screaming, "Help!" as loud as he could yell. After a full 5 minutes with a large mix of blood, cum, and feces on the floor, he was banging his head against the stall. He would have been dead at this point, I promise. Oh my god. The banging was louder than the loudest thunderstorm, and yet no one came for help. Dipper was alone in the bathroom, alone in the stall, alone with his beloved dick, and now near death. And unfortunately, he was near death. Like, now to death, now to near death, and unfortunately was near to death. What the fuck? After one final blow to the head of the now screaming Dipper was as silent as Christmas Eve. He fell to the floor, eyes turned skyward, and fell in a mix of his own blood, cum, and feces. Did he die? Thank God. We're not done. We're not done, folks. We just reached right past halfway. We've reached 30 minutes. Please cut out anything that you find too graphic and then just, put it together. I think that'll work. Just shorten it. At the mystery shack, Mabel was feeling very worried about Dipper, so she went off to try and find him. She first went off into the forest. She knew where it was. What the fuck? And surprisingly got there in less time than Dipper. As she entered the newly cleaned doors, she immediately noticed the once bitten taco on one of the tables, and immediately knew it was Dipper's. Why? So like the teeth marks or some shit? What the fuck? She rushed into the men's bathroom. She liked to use the urinals. Are you telling me she had to piss? Are you telling me she had to go piss? When she was looking for her brother? I wouldn't be worried about that. I'd be like, where the fuck's my brother at? My piss can wait. And rushed into random stalls. It was her brother's. She looked at how... You did not see this motherfucker on the floor. You did not see all the cum, blood, and feces and dick on the floor. You're telling me you just open a random stall and you're just like, well, damn. There he is. Shit. No, he's gonna be on the floor. Mabel looked at how messy the stall was, and how it was used to do the deed. Her pink sneakers were sticky from stepping in the reddish-brown mess of fluids. She walked around the messy stall for a bit, and then saw... How big is this fucking stall? Like, is this like the size of my room? Holy shit, because I'm imagining like a stall toilet. Like, stall? What the fuck? She walked around the messy stall for a bit, but then saw the most horrid sight she could imagine. Dipper's corpse. Fuck yeah, Dipper died! Yeah! Mabel was welled up in tears at the sight of it and began to cry. As she was crying, she sat down in a pile of blood, feces, and cum and looked at Dipper's lifeless face. It was beautiful. Oh, God! As his smooth facial features complemented his circle of cum around his lips. Oh, God! Oh, Dipper, Mabel said through her tears. Let me clean this white stuff off of your lips. Oh, God! Mabel brought Dipper's head up to hers and she kissed him. After pulling out of the kiss, Mabel enjoyed it, so she kissed him again. Oh, God! This was a mistake. She didn't want to let go of Dipper. Not now. Not when he had just died. He was her brother, after all. If this was like, not... I don't have any excuse. Can't make up any excuse for this. She held Dipper's naked corpse in her... I thought he was wearing a t-shirt. In her arms, and she felt a tingling in herself. A secret, dirty side. What the fuck? No one would care if we just did it, right? He's dead. And no one would know in this restroom stall. Not only, okay, this is fucked. Necrophilia and incest with your twin brother? What the fuck? I fucking hate this. What is this, like medieval times? Shit. Look at my fucking legs. Okay. This just looks even worse. She immediately came up with an answer. She pulled Dipper's head up to her head and kissed him. Only it was a French kiss. Pause. God, please strike me down from the heavens. Please end my misery. Once Mabel was done, she put the body on the floor, and then Mabel got on the fluid-covered floor too. She started going on a crazy kiss frenzy with Dipper. That made it look like Dipper was alive. Oh my god. I really need to know who fucking wrote this. I need your fucking address. Who are you? What is wrong with you? I wonder if the creator of Gravity Falls has read this. Oh my god, my foot. Ah, my foot fell asleep. It feels like... You guys know, like, when your foot falls asleep and it feels like McDonald's Sprite, but also, like, TV static? I fucking hate that shit. Okay, no, I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm literally skipping. I'm just skimming over this, and I'm not reading the rest of this. Oh my god. Like, it literally, I thought it couldn't get worse, and it does. It does. Okay. As she was squealing with delight, which I'm not going to explain why, the store door began to open a crack. Mabel took notice of this. We're not finished, ladies and gents. Not even close. Huh? She asked. The door started to open more. It wasn't locked. Mabel, who started to get nervous, she didn't want to go to jail for necrophilia. She was only a child. Bitch, send that bitch to the psych ward. I don't condone the death penalty. That's the only, like, political thing I'm gonna stay on here. But I don't condone the death penalty, but Mabel deserves the death penalty. Oh my god. Ugh. She was only a child who bit off more than she could chew. Is this a joke? Is this like a pun? She got too ahead of herself after lusting after her twin brother for so long. Oh my god. If it was the police, she had no hope. She'd hope it was just another Taco Bell employee who would listen to her and help her out. What the fuck? The door stall finally burst open. How big is this fucking stall? Holy shit. Standing in front of it was a man dressed in black. He had a Taco Bell logo sewn on the left of his fleece jacket. He was wearing squeaky shoes that squeaked across the bathroom floor. He was also wearing dark sunglasses. Those are fireworks. I can tell those are fireworks. But, sorry. The mysterious man walked up to the two of them slowly. Mabel stood up on her feet, fear and blood on her face. The man stared at Mabel for a long time till he finally said, "Are you supposed to be in this bathroom, young lady?" Mabel was shaking in horror. Now she turned to face Dipper's naked, violated, dead body, and turned to the man again. Mister, I didn't intend to do this to my brother," Mabel said, shaking with tears in her eyes. The man brought himself closer to Mabel's face. "Sir, you're in my personal space. Period." Mabel tried to manage. The man was inspecting a red spot on Mabel's cheek. After several seconds, the man touched the spot, trailed his finger in it, and brought the finger to his mouth. "Blood," the man whispered. "What did you say, sir?" Mabel asked him, not understanding what he was saying. "Little girl, do you know what that is on your cheek?" the man asked. Mabel repeated what the mysterious man did to her cheek and said back to him, "It's blood." "And with that blood being on your cheek, have you developed, shall we say, a desired taste for it?" He man asked back. Mabel did not notice the retractable chisel in his right hand. Oh god. I mean, period. I don't even know what's going on. Yes? I didn't mean to, I just... Shh. The man quieted her. "If you like the addicting taste of it, why didn't you say so?" And without warning, the man cut her across the chest with the chisel. She screamed at the pain of it. Blood started to pull her out of the diagonal cut fast, almost covering her stomach. "You can lick that up. Your blood probably tastes better than that kid's," the man said, pointing to Dipper. The man gave her another cut across her face. "Is this Mabel getting murdered?" She screamed again, louder this time. "Now you can get the blood close to your face. Just make sure you're silent." The man then slit her across the neck. She could not scream this time. We are 40 minutes in, folks. The man went into her neck and pulled out 3 vocal cords. It got worse. I thought that was that. It got worse. I'm just gonna... I normally don't get like this. I really don't. I think it's also part of me just feeling sick in general. This is so bad. I don't know if I can upload this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I now understand. Oh my god, I now understand why this was deleted. Oh my god. I feel like Sarah Paulson, she's like, what? I feel like her right now. I'm gonna go puke. I'm literally gonna go fucking puke. I'm literally gonna puke. Oh my god. I'm just trying to get to the end. I just want to see the end. I just want to see the end. The man, he hung up his blood-stained jacket and sunglasses, revealing his Taco Bell employee uniform. It was spotless. The man took the bag out and one by one started to put the body parts in the funnel. Okay, I missed the thing, but understandable. Once the bag was half empty, he kept putting more parts in, only this time he turned the crank. Once the bag was empty, out popped out 2 tacos. They weren't really tacos, really. They were actually human body parts in the shape of tacos. They went down the conveyor belt, and the employee, using spray cans, began to spray paint the body parts. Once they got to the Taco Bell tissue paper at the end of the conveyor belt, they looked like genuine tacos. The man grabbed one of the tacos and wrapped it in tissue paper and went to the front of the counter. He handed it to the old man cashier and then went back into the depths of the kitchen. "Here's your taco, sir," the cashier said to the fat customer. "You're welcome," Seuss said, handing the cashier the money. I'm gonna go throw up, so I'm gonna send this, and you can tell me if you want me to refilm, because I'll gladly refilm.
Watch the pose, Cashew Studios, about to blow, Cashew Studios.
I'm
What
gonna
are
go cry.
those cringy videos?
I hope everybody has a great start to the new year, and I hope it's